While most visitors to Phetchabun Province flock to the famous Wat Phra Pass on Kaew or the scenic hills of Khao Kho, today I'm taking the road less travelled. Tucked away off the tourist trail is a hidden gem almost nobody has ever heard of, Coral Mountain. It's not actually coral and it's not quite a mountain, but what it is might just surprise you. So grab your backpack because we're heading deep into rural Thailand to explore one of its most obscure and unusual attractions.
Good morning from Coral Mountain in Phetchabun Province, Thailand, known to the locals as Phra Hin Bakarang. Now this place was set up as part of the OTOP scheme in Thailand, which was like, OTOP stands for One Tambon, One Product. And it was a government scheme set up to kind of encourage local enterprise and production. Now what they've done is they've built a fantastic looking kind of metal staircase that takes you up onto one of the karst formations that are in this area. I really don't know a lot about it. I've seen a few pictures, looking forward to it. Let's go and take a look. And the first tip I've been given is look at the map that's in this little shelter here, because apparently it's pretty easy to get lost up there. So in fact, I'll probably take a photograph of it in case I need it while we're up here. Unfortunately, the map is only in Thai. Right, so this is a little rock line pathway and the metal staircase with the Thai flags starts almost immediately. Seems everywhere you go there are splits and different directions you can go on. Let's go right, see where this leads. Looks like an entrance to a cave or something. Chum view. All right, yeah, it's a viewpoint of the cave. A bit closer, but no, I don't really fancy that. It says it's a viewpoint, not an entrance. Right, it's a bit. Looks like I might need a bit of maintenance. Right. This left-hand branch. See what we've got up here. It's a little viewing platform. Well, I'll tell you what, it's quite choppy up here, you know, quite a breeze, and it's pretty cool, you know, it's quite early in the day and the sun hasn't really warmed everything up yet. In fact, on the drive here, I noticed that a lot of the dogs in the villages had sort of like just stepped out into the middle of the road and were just sort of like sleeping in the middle of the road. I think they like getting the heat from the concrete. Hey. Further up. Quite a drop down there. And you see how sharp and jagged this rock is. I've been to a few places where you're kind of scrambling up this rock. And it's not funny because I mean just the slightest scrape or slip and it can sort of slice you open, you know. So one bit of advice I would give you is try to come early in the morning if you can before it gets hot, and bring plenty of drinks with you. Really is quite an extensive construction, isn't it? Look. I had no idea that it would be this extensive. Whoa! Look at that! Quite a drop down there, I tell you.
When I started climbing the rickety metal stairway, I figured it would just be a short ascent. But step by step, it just kept going and going. It extended far more than I'd expected, clinging to the rock face like some forgotten path to the sky.
Oh, I think this is the highest we've been so far. Look at it. Lovely view. Quite a strong breeze. I'll tell you what, it amazes me how these trees can grow on this terrain. I mean, it's just like, it's so harsh, isn't it? Look, it's just like rock, you know, and some of them trees are a fair size, like that one in the middle of the frame now. It's got a fair sized tree, you know. I was just really kind of surprised that it can sort of get enough nutrients to thrive. Right. We're quite high up now. It's a bit windy and twisty, like most of it's okay. I'd probably think twice about taking a child, you know, below the ages like 7 or 8 up on some of the bits. But it's not too bad, you know. It's deteriorating, but I haven't sort of come across anything that I really do think is dangerous so far. Oh dear, look at this. Some kind of storm damage, is it? Looks like there's a shelter there, and the roof of it has just been blown right off in a storm or something. Look at that. God knows. All right. Well, look, there's a picture there of what it should look like. That's what it should look like. And that's what it does look like. Dear me. Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty windy up here as it happens. Let me have a look. Right, well, I think we can get past it. Hopefully it's not too damaged. Nearly didn't come down this bit. I thought it was going to end in that damaged shelter. Yeah, look. Look, the storm damage has just blown the whole shelter down. Oh, dear me. That's why a ton. Doesn't look too well used, this bit. Got plants growing over it and that. Getting a bit adventurous. God, dear me. Yeah, I think it's been up a few years, and this the whole setup in places is getting a bit rickety. Is this just tree fall? God damn it, more dodgy railings. Mate. I think that's the best thing, isn't it? Move that. Make it easier. Right. Doesn't look like too many people get this far these days. It's just literally reached the dead end. Oh. Well, I don't think I'm gonna venture down there. It doesn't look very exciting, does it? And it's not like there's any steps down there sort of indicating that it might be the weight or something. Oh dear me, I don't know what happened there. It's not quite a dent, isn't it? Lord knows what happened there. Probably just fell and twisted and buckled under its own weight or something. A little bit steep in places.
The metal stairway winding up Coral Mountain is genuinely impressive. You can tell it must have been a real labour of love to build, bolted into the cliffs and stretching high above the surrounding landscape. But the further I walked, the more obvious it became that time had taken its toll. Rusted bolts, wobbly railings, and sections that feel more sketchy than secure. It's still an incredible experience, but definitely not for the faint-hearted. This place is best suited for the adventurous, those willing to take a few risks for the sake of discovery.
Well, I quite enjoyed that. And if you're in Phetchabun and you've already seen some of Phetchabun's bigger attractions and you fancy a nice little adventurous morning, it could be just a place.